band woodchop, guys, is a stationary rotational core movement, kind of working those transverse abdominis, the muscles that allow your midsection to rotate. For athletes, this is where we have that abdominal sling that we transfer force into the ground, up through our body, through our midsection, and into our upper body. So in my case, as a hockey player, right? So if I'm taking a shot, I'm powering off my back leg here, pushing through, rotating through my midsection to shoot that puck. Same with a baseball player. They're going to step, push off the back leg, rotate through the midsection to throw that ball. Most sports involve this, right? I can't think of any off the top of my head that don't involve some kind of rotation through the midsection. So strengthening this and ensuring that we're not having energy leaks going from our base of support up to where we are releasing or using our implement for sport, it's crucial. It's crucial for an athlete. And then same thing as you grow older and a little bit more fragile. We obviously want to make sure that we're able to just move efficiently. That's a long-winded way of explaining why band woodchops are important, but we're doing it. So I have this band mounted right at about shoulder height for me. The grip on the band is kind of personal preference. I like to grab with the inside hand and just kind of wrap my outside around it. No, I'm lying. I'm sorry. I like to grab with the outside hand and put my inside one inside of it. I'm going to step out until I'm at a place where that band, if it's straight out from my chest, is fairly tight. Not crazy, but a little bit of tension there for sure. And then another personal preference, and it's going to be hard for you guys to see in the video, I like to angle back towards the origin of the band at about a 45-degree angle, right? So if I was going to stand perpendicular, then 90 degrees to it, I angle back a little bit less than that. The reason for that is it increases my range of motion a little bit. So I can go from slightly under perpendicular to slightly past perpendicular. And that's the range that I like to be in. Adjust that, right? Maybe I do some 45 degrees in, maybe some parallel, perpendicular rather. I'm going to sneeze. We're good. Personal preference there. Now the woodchop, all that we're doing here is keeping the arm straight out in front of us, rotating, coming back. Rotating, coming back. What we don't want to do is kind of like push off your legs and like have the band twisted up around you. Make sure that we're kind of keeping a firm foundation here and feeling that tension through our midsection. And then another thing to keep in mind actually is that I want you to have your hands directly in front of your chest the entire time. So we don't just swing our arms without our midsection moving, because then it becomes a shoulder movement. We hold this position and maintain that through the entirety of the motion. You guys can see I'm kind of squatted down just a little bit, because if I'm standing up tall, I can't generate much power. Again, I know sometimes I overcomplicate these movements just because I like to be thorough with my descriptions, but seriously guys, don't overthink it. Find a position, get stable, arms straight out from the chest. My fists are centered on my chest. I rotate out, I rotate in. Follow the instructions in your program as far as like the tempo on these. Sometimes I'll have someone come out explosive and then control back nice and slow. And then sometimes we might just go fast reps, right? Out, 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 out. Depends on your program, depends on the purpose of your training. I hit that side, right? I'm facing this way. I'm going to do another set facing away from it. Make sure we're hitting both sides. That is a band woodchop.